Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more Los Angeles Lakers news, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. The Lakers will make signings, but it is important to take care of the players who stood out last season and have what it takes to have a bright future in the NBA. The Lakers are preparing for the future and will bring back two great players, Trey Jemison and Christian Koloko. The Lakers are expected to retain both of their two-way big men, with Trey Jemison staying on a two-way deal and Christian Koloko likely positioned to earn a standard contract. The Los Angeles Lakers are looking to add a new center and improve their wing depth for the 2025-26 season. Before making external moves, they also need to decide what to do with their own developmental players, specifically, their two-way contract big men from this past season, Trey Jemison and Christian Koloko. Guard Jordan Goodwin, who started the year on a two-way deal, was converted to a standard contract before the 2025 NBA playoffs. That leaves Jemison and Koloko as the focus. According to Jovan Buha of The Athletic, Jemison is expected to return as a two-way player, while Koloko could earn a standard NBA deal this offseason. Jemison is actually still under contract as a two-way, and I think the Lakers will be bringing him back as a two-way guy, Buha noted in a recent Q&A session. That makes sense. They signed him to a 2-year two-way deal, so he's a guy who I would bring back and see how he continues to develop. Koloko, meanwhile, will be a restricted free agent if the Lakers extend a qualifying offer, which Buha believes they will. I think it would be a mistake to let him walk without at least trying to retain him, Buha said. Koloko makes sense as a 14th or 15th guy on the roster, a third center. And Jemison fits as a two-way guy. I think both guys would tentatively be back. Jemison played a limited role in the regular season, appearing in 22 games and averaging 2.6 points, 2.8 rebounds, and 0.4 blocks per game. Koloko played in 37 games, averaging 2.4 points and 2.5 rebounds. During the 2025 playoffs, the LA Lakers had just two true centers, Jackson Hayes and Alex Len, both of whom underperformed. As a result, the team went centerless for most of its first-round loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Options for good players to be hired to play pivot. Lakers reportedly a contender to sign familiar all-star center. What's old could become new again in the city of Angles this offseason. Anyone following the Los Angeles Lakers knows that adding a legitimate center is one of general manager Rob Pelinka's top priorities this offseason. To the surprise of few, Jackson Hayes and Alex Len weren't the answer to the Lakers' frontcourt woes following the Luka Doncic-Anthony Davis swap, leaving LA desperate to sign or draft a center this summer. NBA free agency will begin on Sunday, July 6, meaning the Lakers have less than a month to iron out their plan of attack. While there will be plenty of opportunities for GM Pelinka to add outside help to the roster, the latest offseason buzz points to Los Angeles potentially contemplating a reunion with a familiar face. Lakers could pursue former LA center Brook Lopez in free agency. On Tuesday, NBA insider Jake Fisher floated the idea of the Lakers potentially reuniting with former center Brook Lopez, who spent the 2017-18 season with the franchise. The Lakers have long been fans of Lopez, sources say, Fisher reported. That doesn't guarantee they will pursue him again, but the Lakers are indeed expected to be a player in the center market this summer. Lopez, 37, has spent the last 7 seasons with the Milwaukee Bucks after leaving the Lakers as a free agent in 2018. Although he's since become a Milwaukee mainstay, the Bucks' rocky outlook due to Damian Lillard's injury and Giannis Antetokounmpo's uncertain future could have the ex-LA center looking for a fresh start elsewhere next month. Even though he's no longer a Defensive Player of the Year candidate at this stage of his career, Lopez would easily be an upgrade over last year's center options. The former Lakers big man averaged 13.0 points, 5.0 rebounds, and 1.9 blocks while shooting 50.9% from the floor and 37.3% from deep in 80 starts with the Bucks. He isn't a lob threat by any means, however, he is the perfect stretch center who can make the most of Doncic and LeBron James' elite playmaking skills, something Len and Hayes couldn't do. With nearly 1,200 games racked up between the regular season and playoffs, Lopez would be another experienced name whom head coach J.J. Redick can call on during crucial minutes. The former 2008 10th overall pick also won an NBA championship with the Bucks in 2021, which is the type of experience LA needs if it faces the Minnesota Timberwolves in the postseason again. It isn't unfathomable to imagine Lopez potentially being open to playing with the Lakers on a discount. He's already won a ring and is nearing the end of his career, so he isn't in a place to demand a big money contract. He also knows how it feels to don the purple and gold uniforms at Crypto.com Arena, and those memories could leave him willing to accept a team-friendly contract. With free agency beginning in a few weeks, Lopez is definitely a name Lakers fans will want to follow before the action begins in July. Celtics center emerges as target to help Lakers frontcourt issues. The Boston Celtics will hate to lose anyone else for the 2025-26 season after Jason Tatum's injury, but they have some decisions to make on key free agents like Luke Kornet and Al Horford. With the uncertainty of the Celtics situation next season, the centers could look for a new home elsewhere. That's where the Los Angeles Lakers come in. The Lakers dealt Anthony Davis to acquire Luka Doncic, a move that the front office would never take back. However, in doing so, they severely hampered their frontcourt depth. It became an issue in the postseason, and there is no way they'll enter the 2025-26 season without addressing it. Luke Kornet is precisely the type of player the Lakers are looking for. While we haven't seen him play more than 18 minutes per game, Kornet could be ready to step into a bigger role. His floor time has been rising every season over the past 3 years with the Celtics, which in turn has made him a fan favorite in Boston. The Lakers need some frontcourt depth for defense against some of the teams in the Western Conference and to create spacing for their playmakers, LeBron James and Doncic. While Kornet's numbers might not excite Lakers fans, he would fit perfectly in that role as a decoy with the talent on the Los Angeles roster. The Lakers have other targets, such as Larry Nance Jr. There's a possibility that LeBron's influence will lead them to his former teammate, but if not, Kornet seems like the next best fit with their current salary situation. Lakers eyeing long-time target as offseason plans take shape. The Los Angeles Lakers have a crucial offseason ahead of them. After their season ended abruptly in the first round of the playoffs, it is clear as day that the Lakers need to bolster their roster in a significant way. The Lakers have a ton on their plate, but at the top of the list for the team is acquiring a center. That is the position they lacked down the stretch and eventually committed to small ball, or what some call medium ball, in the last 2 games of the season. Their lack of size contributed to their downfall this past season. As the Lakers enter the 2025-26 season, they aim to bolster their center depth. Because of that, they have Atlanta Hawks center Clint Capella on their board and pretty high on it, according to Anthony Irwin of Clutch Points. Irwin mentioned how the Lakers are high on Capella as they look to bolster the center position. League sources anticipate yet another tough market for free agents this summer, but it's not so dry that Steven Adams will be available to the Lakers, let alone Miles Turner or Naz Reid. Clint Capella is considered within reach at $5.7 million and, as such, is expected to sit pretty high on the Lakers' target board. The Lakers are in desperate need to upgrade either center position, and Capella is one of the top and realistic options for the team. It is clear that Capella will not return to the Hawks, and teams like the Lakers are highly interested in him. Los Angeles has been mentioned as a potential destination for Capella. He could be of great use to the Lakers, as he provided rim protection and a sort of a lob threat for Luka Doncic. Although Capella is no longer the player he used to be, he could still be of solid use, and he won't be as costly either. The 31-year-old could be willing to take a pay cut to secure a multi-year contract with a team like the Lakers. The Lakers could always opt for the trading route, which may be their best bet. However, if they can sign Capella and make a trade for a younger and more reliable center, then they would be in a great position at the center spot moving forward. Everything the Lakers are missing right now lives in Steven Adams' game. The Los Angeles Lakers can establish a new identity with one veteran signing. Steven Adams would give the Los Angeles Lakers strengths in their areas of weakness and a clear identity at a position of need. underscore 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 underscore. As the Los Angeles Lakers narrow their list of preferred centers to target in free agency, it's essential that Rob Pelinka keeps an eye on Steven Adams. Adams is far from the high-rising rim runner that many have dreamed of, but he's a quietly perfect fit given Los Angeles's needs and voids. The Lakers should still remain active in their pursuit of a long-term starting center, but Adams can provide invaluable depth and a culture-changing presence. The elephant in the room in Los Angeles is that even a dream deal for a new starting center would leave a dire need for depth at the position. Perhaps the team is high on Trey Jemison III and Christian Koloko as developable players, but it played this game in 2024-25 and suffered because of it. Whether or not Jemison and Koloko can occupy the backup center positions, the Lakers need proven talent at the only position they lack it. With Adams in the fold, there would be no question about what the Lakers would be getting from their backup center. Furthermore, in the event that the starter misses time, an issue Los Angeles encountered regularly in 2024-25, they could slot in a veteran who can at least hold down the fort. Adams isn't the explosive athlete that some have idealized as the perfect fit, but he's the type of veteran who can change the culture and elevate the Lakers to a new tier. Steven Adams would give Lakers exactly what they need at center. Adams played just 13.7 minutes per game during the 2024-25 regular season. That's certainly reason to be reluctant to sign him to a crucial role, but it's worth noting that he averaged 22.1 minutes per contest and made a powerfully positive impact during the playoffs. Considering Adams missed the entire 2023-24 season due to PCL surgery, it's hard not to be intrigued by how well he played once he finally got back to 100% in 2024-25. Adams' regular season averages translated to 10.2 points, 14.8 rebounds, 7.5 offensive boards, 3.0 assists, 1.3 blocks, and 1.0 steal per 36 minutes. Some of those numbers appear unsustainable, but his impact in the postseason wasn't all that far off. Adams featured in two big sets alongside All-Star center Alperen Sengun, tormenting the Golden State Warriors to the tune of 2.9 offensive rebounds per game and 5.3 per 36 minutes. He ultimately became a featured player in Houston's rotation, seeing at least 25 minutes of action in 3 of the final 4 games during its clash with the Warriors. It was, of course, a small sample size, but it didn't look like anything other than the Adams that fans have come to know and respect. For the Lakers, those performances should act as confirmation of Adams' ability to elevate their rotation and provide the very attributes they currently lack. Steven Adams is the elite offensive rebounder Lakers desperately need. At 6 feet 11 inches and 265 pounds, Adams is one of the strongest players in the NBA. That's enabled him to dominate the glass, act as a brick wall against post scorers, and effectively set the tone for both physicality and toughness along the interior. For a Lakers team that ranked 21st in defensive rebounding percentage, 23rd in offensive rebounding percentage, and continues to struggle against powerful interior scorers, Adams would be a stellar acquisition. With an asterisk for an admittedly low minimum of 40 games played, Adams posted the highest defensive rebounding percentage in the NBA in 2021-22, 2022-23, and 2024-25. That should come as no surprise, as he's averaged 4.2 offensive rebounds per game and 5.6 per 36 minutes since 2017. A standard-setting source of second chances, Adams would undoubtedly help the Lakers address the fact that they ranked number 27 in second-chance points per game in 2024-25 and number 30 in 2023-24. Steven Adams can change the Lakers' culture and fill a vital void. Los Angeles has a surplus of guards, wings, and hybrid forwards to fill out an impressive rotation. Both with and without Anthony Davis, however, the Lakers have been exposed for lacking the depth along the interior that's required to be competitive in the modern NBA. Adams would not only provide depth, but could be the physically imposing interior player the team has long needed to take on the titans of the association. Adams is the post defender, rebounder, and general tonesetter Los Angeles needed in past series against Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. The Lakers avoided Jokic in 2025, but the Minnesota Timberwolves still won the offensive rebounding battle 65-48, and outscored the Lakers 250-174 in the paint. The ideal starter would certainly help offset that issue, but Adams is the perfect player to create a standard that transcends individual abilities. Adams is a titan among men, utilizing his strength to bully opponents down low and send a message that his team will not be mentally defeated by physicality. He's the modern version of an enforcer, all the while possessing the proven ability to score via the pick and roll, and contribute on the glass and defensive interior. Los Angeles needs an infusion of talent at center. With Adams, it would gain that and something even more critical, an identity as a team that won't back down.